The holidays are often seen as a season of joy and generosity, but for many Americans, they also bring financial pressure, guilt, and growing debt. Here to explain how emotional triggers can fuel overspending and to share strategies for managing stress and setting healthier expectations is Chief Financial Wellness Advisor at Beyond Finance, Dr. Erica Rascher. Doctor, thank you so very much for joining us today. What are the main emotional triggers driving people to overspend during the holidays?
Yeah, we know from our survey that overspending is deeply emotional, with 65% of people unsure of how much is safe to spend this holiday season. People want to create that joy, avoid that disappointment from loved ones, and of course, keep up with family traditions, even if it causes strain on their finances. And two-thirds of Americans feel this cultural pressure to overspend amid those rising financial challenges. Guilt giving is up, as is FOMO spending. In fact, over 52% of people told us that they've bought gifts purely out of obligation, spending over $250 at this point on guilt giving. And so when you combine this nostalgia, this stress, and this pressure to make the holidays magical, people tend to spend with their emotions and not their budgets.
So how is social media adding to the pressure to spend and create the perfect holiday?
Yeah, social media can make the holidays feel like a performance. Nearly 1 in 5 Americans admit that they bought something online or just to post it online, and 22% have regretted buying a trending item. You know, these platforms really amplify that comparison culture and belief that the perfect holiday has to look and feel a certain way. So people spend to keep up. And it's not about the gift or the decoration at that point, it's about the image.
Okay, so why do so many people feel guilty or even hide their holiday debt from loved ones?
A lot of people hide spending because they simply feel ashamed, not necessarily because they're trying to be dishonest. Our data, in fact, shows that 25% of people in relationships have already hidden or plan to hide their holiday spending because they don't want to be judged or cause stress, especially when emotions are already high during the season. So talking about expectations can help alleviate that secrecy and shame ahead of time.
All right, doctor, what simple steps can people take right now to avoid debt and keep holiday spending under control?
Yeah, first talk early and have these honest conversations with loved ones before shopping starts. Second, I would pause before purchase and begin to notice any sort of emotional triggers that drive that impulse spending or that comparison spending. Third, give yourself permission to say no. 'Tis a season of group gifts and pricey outings. It's not selfish to say no. In my opinion, it's financial self care to say no by protecting your peace and, of course, your wallet. And at the end of the day, remember that you get to define what matters most this season. When you lead with your values instead of external pressure when spending, you're going to feel a lot more joy and a lot less guilt.
I love that. Okay, thank you so very much for spending some time with us this morning. Where do we go for some more resources?
Please visit beyondfinance.com's financial wellness section. We've got some great free tools and guides and resources that, of course, include our holiday spending tip sheet.
Dr. Rascher, it was very cool to talk to you this morning. We really appreciate your time. And guys at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, you just head over to First Coast News Plus.